Big Money Bound TV, RRT Posse YouTube. Welcome back. If you're new to my channel, please like, subscribe, hit that post notification button. You don't want to miss none of these important respiratory therapy videos that I'm dropping every Monday, 12 o'clock a.m. Eastern Time. I guarantee by the end of this video, I'm going to be your favorite YouTube vlogger. Guarantee. What we represent, man?
Big Money Bound.
So let her know, man.
Big Money Bound.
The kids, man. We got the kids. Being a respiratory therapist has its ups and downs. It got its good sides and it has its bad sides. One of the sad sides being when you have to withdraw a patient from life support. That can be one of the saddest times of your career, of your work shift. Just one of the saddest parts about being a respiratory therapist, but it's our job and it has to be done. You gotta follow the orders. So when you're given an order to go and withdraw a patient off of life support, your job as a respiratory therapist, what you want to do is you just want to make it a nice and easy, smooth transition, especially for the family that's in the room. You don't want to go in the room just grabbing stuff, looking at people, snatching stuff out, had a vent alarms, screaming and yelling. You want to go in there nice and quietly and just do your job and get out of there. Some tips from me. When a patient is going to be withdrawn from life support, the family has already agreed with the doctor that the patient's quality of life, if they do make it, isn't going to be good, or there's no brain activity at all. For whatever reasons, they agreed to withdraw life support and just let the patient leave on his own. They decided to just let go. They tried everything they could. They don't want to keep the patient here suffering. Just let him go. Upon walking into a room where a patient is going to be withdrawn from life support, you're going to see 9 times out of 10, the family is packed. The room is packed with family. From toddlers to the elderly. Kids don't really understand what's going on. They're looking at you as if, hey, what's going on? Who are you? What are you doing to Big Mama? That machine is keeping Big Mama alive. Why are you taking that off? So it's up to you to just try your best to go into the room and just do your job with making the least amount of noise or disturbance. So you want to go into the patient's room without making eye contact with anybody. You looking, but you ain't making eye contact with nobody. You don't want to go in there just, no. You want to get in there, have all your supplies ready. Things that you're going to need. Yank hour suction ready. A towel to catch the ET tube once you withdraw it. A 10 cc syringe. And a nasal cannula to put on the patient after extubation. You don't want to put like a venti mask, 100% mask. You don't want to have nothing that's going to be covering up the patient's face. You want the family to still be able to see the patient. You don't want to have them looking at masks and all of that. Nah, small nasal cannula. So you go in there, you get all your equipment ready, have your yank out ready. First thing you want to do, before you withdraw the tube, put in the inline suction the patient one good time. Because you don't want to pull this tube out and there's mucus flying everywhere. That ain't what we want. Okay. Have your towel that you got right up under the patient's neck. So once you extubate the tube, you can just wrap all that up, and that's garbage. That is garbage. So you get in there, even no matter how nervous you are, try your best to just don't fumble, don't mess nothing up, because trust me, everybody's gonna be looking at what you're doing. People gonna be in there crying, Big Mama, no. I've been here, man. It's a very sad situation, but it's what the family wants. So you go in there, got your towel ready. The patient is still on the vent. Once you got everything in place, you got your 10 cc syringe hooked up to the pilot cuff balloon. Don't withdraw it back. Don't pull it back while the ventilator is still going. What you want to do first is turn the vent off before you do anything, because you withdraw that pilot balloon, all that pressure build up. It's gonna make the ventilator alarm. And you want to do nice and smooth, peaceful transaction. You don't want to be no noise, no commotion. You want to go nice and smooth. So when you got everything ready, you ready to go. Turn off your machine. Beep. Now once they hit that beep and that machine went off, you probably oh my God, you're gonna hear some kind of noise is gonna be made from the family because they're very emotional. But you want to turn it off within 2 seconds. You hit the machine button, doo-doo. You want to be at the head of the bed or the side of the bed, ready to deflate your cuff. Now, before you hit that, see, I'm kind of skipping things. Before you hit the machine and turn it off, make sure the Hollister, the scraps are off. Everything has to be off now. So undo the scraps and undo the sticky stuff just a little bit, but without pulling out the tube. So everything is ready to go. So once you hit the machine, beep, all you gotta do is deflate the cuff and pull back. Machine's off, deflate the cuff, pull back. As you're pulling back, you got your yank out suction, just suction up anything that's gonna be trying to fly out. If you don't wanna have it going everywhere with the family on, just suction, suction, suction. Wrap everything up, you withdrew everything, pull everything out, any secretions around the mouth, you suction that out. Wrap everything up, throw that in the garbage. You come back, your nasal cannula should already have been hooked up to the flow meter, just already connected. All you gotta do is just put it around the patient's head. You then put it around the patient's head, throw your stuff in the garbage, and then you get out of there. Don't go to getting your vent. No, don't go. You're making too much noise and too much commotion in there, man. Throw your stuff in the garbage. You did what you had to do. Walk out. If you need help, there's no problem calling another respiratory therapist or calling a nurse to help you. That is no problem. You don't got to do all this stuff by yourself, so you can have help if you need help. You finish up with it. You withdrew the patient from life support. You gave him the nasal cannula. Now you're just walking out of there. Your job is done. Nice and easy, and make it peaceful as possible. Want to have this a peaceful transition. And that's what it's like withdrawing a patient from life support. Sometimes it could be a kind of touchy subject because the person in the family who has power of attorney, power of authority over the patient's like living will, life support, who makes the decision for the patient when they're not able to, that person may be given a green light and say, okay, you can take them off life support. But everybody else in the family may not agree with that person. So somebody may ask you the question as in like, hey, how can you do this? You're about to kill my family member. Hey man, I done heard some stories. Somebody came up to a lady and said, hey, how do you do this? How do you sleep at night? I'm looking like, whoa. She's telling me this as a student. Like, I'm like, whoa, you just following orders. This is what your family agreed upon. So that can be one of the sad times in respiratory therapy. You know, normally it's all jolly and happy and I'm happy and this and that. But when you got to withdraw life support, especially like people in their 20s, early 30s, it's like, man, it can be very sad, man. Very, very sad. But that's a part of the medical field. Like I said, it's a revolving door. You come in, you live, you go out. Come in, live, you go out. It's just called the circle of life. Thanks for watching Big Money Bound TV. Tune in next week. Like, subscribe, tell a friend, and I'm gone, man.